Hello there, this is Cookies. I've got turn two of the False Pretenders where I'm playing EA Satis. And now we can see our NDs. So we have Big Nasty Cavemen. I did try, in my expansion testing, I tried going up against Cavemen and it was a bloodbath. Probably the dark penalties. Because for some reason my lizards can't see in the dark. So I get a really huge darkness penalty. So that's probably a no-go. And then there's these three provinces, and slings and arrows really mess up lizards because a lot of my lizards don't like hats. So we're going to expand this way, which is great. It's a good province, lots of income. We can see it with our one candle that came out here, and we have another random candle that came all the way out here. In terms of our script, we've got the skirmishers out front, and then we've got just a ball of infantry that can charge in. And then we're training our first Sacred Snake, and we're getting our first mage this turn. So we're getting a shaman, 40 leadership because of our bless, +1 inspirational makes up for this. So it's basically a 90 gold commander that's also a mage, which I love. So my hope is I never recruit like no, Taskmasters are great and all because they do get +2 morale, which is a significant improvement over the Shaman. And the commanders are the Shaman basically replaces the commander with the bless I've got. And then the Lizard Lord would get +1 morale. Now the Shaman can also only really do one squad, but the Sacred Snakes are also standards. So it can lead two squads as long as the squads have a Sacred Snake in them. There's also this guy who can lead troops, but and he gets a morale bonus too, so he's actually better than the shaman at it. But I'm hoping basically to never recruit the basic commanders because this bless also applies to this guy, and he gives +2, and now he has inspirational. So that's actually +3, which is better than the Taskmaster for the Elite Warriors, and it goes a long way with these guys to making them hold the line better. So eventually, if I get one of these guys and am able to get some year, if I'm able to get into construction, I can do like the morale boosting items. And this guy can be an absolute unit in having his troops hold the line. Because if you do like a Herald Lance and the Rat Tail that gives Taskmaster, and then you give him the Helmet of Heroes, and you give him the Horn of Valor, it'll be like +3, +4. I think Rat Tail does +2 Taskmaster. Let me check. Um, Taskmaster 1. Okay, so just a little bit. So then this guy would get, yeah, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He'd add 8 morale to a lizard, like one of the slave lizards. And at 17 morale, um, that can do stuff. So if I have this guy leading an army to like go sit on someone's cap, having that 17 morale is going to be huge. So that's kind of the idea behind that. And then, I mean, I could potentially even get something crazy like in the other slot, could put like a communion matrix. And then I think pretty easily cast fanaticism, which I think is +1 morale. And even get them up to like 18 morale. Or are these guys up to 16? I think that would make a huge difference. Oh, and then I can put the standard snakes in and get them up to maybe like... But you see what I mean. Like, there's a... You can really stack the morale to where the morale penalties of them being slaves doesn't affect you that much. It just takes a bit of a gem investment. Because the Herald Lance, I think, is 10 pearls. The Rat Tail is 5 nature. Helmet of Heroes is 5 earth and 5 fire. And the Horn of Valor is 5 nature. So... But yeah, we're going to try and do our best to keep the morale up without having to rely on these commanders that cost, well, frankly, I just don't want to waste fort turns recruiting them. I would rather recruit mages with it. And I really don't want to end up buying like a bunch of indie commanders either. Like, I'm willing to buy a few, but I don't want a lot of them. I mean, they also cost gold, and I'm going to want to use that gold on mages. So, I paid the price for this bless, so I'm going to try to really abuse it as much as I can to get as much research as quickly as possible, so that if I can get to Thumb 5 and Chant 5, I don't know, by like turn, I don't know, 25 or something, like that would be amazing. So that's what we're kind of aiming for. But yeah, we're going to go run into these indies, see if we can get some more gold. And I will see you on turn 3. Later.